Trade season is among us, but it's time to concentrate on the 2020 draft. Today, me and Owen are going to be looking at the Bleacher Reports mock draft and telling them that they're wrong. All right. I mean, we'll see. Obviously, Owen is here, as always.
Yeah, I am.
Hi, Owen.
Hello, Halen.
That was weird. So, let's get into the draft. Bing
Let's do
bong. Adam Silver's on the stage. Bing bong. And the Bleacher Report, this is their prediction, with the first round of the 2020 NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves draft Anthony Edwards. What do you think, Owen? What do you think?
Probably the most logical choice, right? Like, it's either Wiseman, LaMelo, or Edwards, and Edwards is the only one who fits for them. So, yeah, it's probably like the best out of a bad bunch.
Yeah, you look at the other big three of Wiseman and LaMelo, if you want to put LaMelo in there, and they don't need a center. They got Cat. They don't need the point guard. They got D'Lo. There's like, I'm not gonna say there's one position they need, because they need a small forward, a power forward, and a shooting guard. But out of those three players, you're taking Anthony Edwards, and
They should,
praying he's a good player, because you never know. You never know.
Could be a good player. He could also be a bust.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
So unless the Timberwolves trade down, this is probably a good thumbs up from me. Well done, Bleacher Report.
Yeah, it should be right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well done, Bleacher Report. Thumbs up from us. That's 3 thumbs up, since I only use one hand. Bing bong. Adam Silver's back again, and the Bleacher Report have guessed or predicted that the Golden State Warriors at second will take James Wiseman. Now, a center is what Golden State need, because you look throughout the years when we've had the 72 game winning season with Curry, Clay, Harrison Barnes, Donkey, and Festus Ezeli. When they brought in KD, and then they brought Bogut back. They had Cousins. You've got like Kayvon Looney. They've always had that center. They've always needed that one good center. The rest of the team's fine. And obviously, Bleacher Report have seen that and said Wiseman's their man. I disagree, because Wiseman's not the center you'd need. What you need for Golden State is like a Andre Drummond type guy who will just grab rebounds and then throw it to Curry or Clay. But
Wiseman could be a Drummond though one day.
He could be, but he also could be an AD.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good if you ask me.
Yeah, but does that fit? Like, we're looking at Wiseman in his college highlights. He likes to shoot, and he likes to create some offense. And I don't know, that's not something that Golden State need, because they've got enough offense with the rest of their team. So,
but to be fair, Steph, Clay, and Donkey are all in their 30s, so maybe if they want to sort of plan for the future, I think this is definitely the pick they should do. But then again, there probably is a center in this draft who is a better fit right now. That's a Kongwu.
Thank you for saying his name, because I would have got it wrong.
Yeah,
that's what I was leading up to. Basically, I would rather take a Kongwu than Wiseman, just because bigger fit.
You say they always have like centers. They're not star centers. They're not very they're not top tier centers. They're always just workhorses, and they've still got Looney on the team, and it's got Marquise Chris. So do they need to take a center with a second pick, or could they look to trade there for a small forward who can actually defend? Because Wiggins isn't the answer. Like, let's be real, he's not the answer. Or do they trade down for like a Devin Vassell or something else?
Or you release Marquise Chris, because he's awful, and
he's good.
And take a Kongwu. Or you bring in Denny Avdia. Denny Advia. Oh no.
That would be my favorite pick. That would be my favorite pick, I think. If they draft Avdia.
Like, I don't mind, but like the two players that, if I was in charge of Golden State, I would go for a Kongwu or Avdia.
Yeah, I would Go for those two and Wiseman. Like for me, those
Yeah.
are the top three.
Yeah, but again, so that's one thumb up from me. Got with Bleacher Report. Well done.
Give it a 1.5.
1.5 thumb.
Yeah, there you go.
Moving on to the third pick, and the Charlotte Hornets. The Bleacher Report has predicted them to pick up the third star of this draft and go for LaMelo Ball. Owen, what do you think?
Yeah, it's just I don't love it because they've got a point guard. They got 2 point guards. One of them they're paying 18 million a year, and he's not very good. So again, another point guard who can't defend, can't really shoot, can't do anything apart from pass. It's not really inspiring. But then again, he's probably going to attract people to come watch their games, which that's more than what any other Hornets player in the history could say. So maybe it's just worth taking the bullet just to get a bit more money through a ticket revenue.
Yeah, I mean, LaMelo's that commercial pick, isn't he? He'll get people to come watch your games. They'll get LeVar Ball courtside. If that's a good thing or not, I'm not sure.
I wouldn't want that.
But if I was the Hornets, the pick you should be making is trading to the first and taking Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, that's right.
And praying that he can be the franchise player you need. And if you want to be even more out there, try and trade for the first, and try and bring in Russ. And then people will definitely watch your games.
If they are going to get Russ, which they really should, why would they take LaMelo?
That's what I'm saying. I'd draft up to first. But with that, obviously, because by drafting up to first, you'll be giving up like a Terry Rozier or somebody who would be used in the trade to bring in Russ. So you'd have to give up someone like Bridges and PJ Washington, which is basically destroying the Hornets team at that point. But so you look at, you'd want Edward. What would you say was better? Drafting first, trading up for the first and taking Edwards, or trading to get Russ?
I would rather Russ. I think that's just because I'm not a big fan of Edwards. I'd rather. I mean, Russ is basically Edwards, just older. It depends which one is cheaper, I suppose. And getting Russ probably would be cheaper. And because you'll get to keep the number 3 pick as well. So.
And there's plenty of reports saying that Russ doesn't have much trade value, so Hornets could probably snap him up on a nice deal for them.
Probably.
And then, so if you do trade for Russ, who are you picking up then?
Someone who knows their role to be a role player. Maybe a Devin Vassell or an Abdia. Maybe like an Okongwu as well. Like basically anyone apart from LaMelo. And Toppin.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking if Russ comes in and Wiseman doesn't go at second, bring Wiseman in. Wiseman and PJ Washington as a big man combo would be very nice to watch.
Yeah.
So, thumbs down from me.
Yeah, I give it 1. Yeah.
Give it a 1 thumbs down. Sorry, Bleacher Report, but we're not massive LaMelo Ball fans. And it doesn't really work for like the Hornets team at the moment and what they should be doing.
Yeah.
Moving on to the 4th pick, and it's the Chicago Bulls. And the Bleacher Report have them taking Denny Advia. It is what they need, because they don't really have a good small forward. But what I would rather have, you're looking at the Bulls team, there's not really a playmaker in that team. Not a good one anyway. You've got like Satoransky, Chris Dunn, who's a free agent, and 6th man of the year, Kobe White. Future sixth man of the year, Kobe White. And there's not really a good playmaker in that team. And then, so like, if you pair Satoransky with, I was going to say LeVar, I meant Levine, like, is also defense isn't too high either. So they need what they need is a point guard who can play make and defend. Oh, and is there one of those? Is there one of those in this draft?
Yeah, Halliburton, he's there. But what I will say in Avdia's case, they need a small forward badly, and he's one of the best passers in the draft. So, and he's a good playmaker for a forward. So he kind of does fill a need, a quite big need as well. But yeah, for me, it's between Avdia and Halliburton. Those are the 2 picks. Or like if LaMelo drops, they probably would take him. I wouldn't be a fan of it because LaMelo and Zach LaVine together is not going to work very well. But yeah, Avdia and Halliburton, those are the 2.
My mock draft, I've got LaMelo going to the Bulls, but like trying to make sense out of it all, you'd want somebody like Advia or Halliburton. Halliburton would be my choice because, like I said, one of the best playmakers in the draft and a great defender. So that's a thumbs up from me for Bleacher Report.
That's good for me.
No, that's 2 thumbs up. It's 1.5 thumb. Moving on to the 5th pick in the draft, and the Cleveland Cavaliers, according to the Bleacher Report, will select Obi Toppin. Now, I don't think I need to say much about Obi Toppin because Owen's gonna tell the world why Obi Toppin's not a good player.
Shall I go? Are you ready?
Yeah, go.
He's not very good, No. He's very old for a college player. All he can do is jump. Not a very good shooter. Can't defend to save his life. He's not athletic, but people call him athletic because he can jump high. Jumping high does not mean you're an athlete. Have you seen him move? Have you seen him run? He's like a fridge. He can barely move. He's so stiff.
Personal attack on me.
Can you jump?
I can jump very high.
But you can't run that because I'm faster, so you're not athletic.
No, let's have a race. I'll meet you in the park.
Sure. We'll have masks on.
No, of course.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, he's not very good. And especially with the Cavs, who, like, they already got Kevin Love, so unless they're going to trade him, it makes no sense getting Toppin. And he reminds me way too much of, like, an Adrian Payne, a Derek Williams. People who put up stats in college just because they were just bigger than everyone else. And they came to the league and couldn't do anything. Now, I think Toppin could put up points, but he's just not going to be very efficient. And he's going to... his impact defensively is going to be so negative that he's not going to have a very good, impact on the game. I just don't like him as a prospect. He's just there's so many flaws for someone who's already pretty old for a prospect.
Where can you see? Where would you take Obi Toppin? How far down would you put him?
I probably wouldn't think about taking him until like 15, maybe. Depends who's available. Probably 15 though, like around there.
That's funny because like some people like in the mock drafts and on the boards have him as high as 2nd.
Yeah, that's just.
And you're such a saying I wouldn't even take him in the lottery.
Like with Toppin, I'm seeing like 2 extremes. Like there's people up there who have him as like the 2nd or 3rd best player. Then a lot of people like me who just don't like him at all.
Yeah, from what I've seen, he's just man that dunk.
He's basically Aaron Gordon. Why would you want an Aaron Gordon?
Big thumbs down.
When it's better players available.
Big thumbs down. But like,
if I had more thumbs, I would put more thumbs down.
Wow, that's 4+ thumbs. But like, it's hard to say. Like at this point, you just take best for Cavs because there's not one position that you need. You need all positions because your team's awful. So it's like
they don't take another little point guard who can't pass. They already got 2 of those.
Well, yeah, apart from that, but yeah. So yeah, okay. You threw me.
But they could be keeping Drummond if he accepts his player option.
Yeah, well, that'll be happening in the coming days. But yeah, you just take best, but not small point guard.
Yeah.
If Avdi is there, if Halliburton's there, take. Like looking at Devin Vassell or Okoro, take. Just take anything. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't matter. Just you'll be rubbish regardless of who you take. So It's a big thumbs down from us, Bleacher Report. Moving to the 6th pick in the draft, and it's the Atlanta Hawks. The Bleacher Report has them taking our favorite big man, Onyeka Okongwu. Well, I think fair enough. You can take Okongwu, but you have Clint Capella. And another issue is your team is full of young players. So what's the best thing to do? Probably draft it for like a win, like a win now player. Like you don't trade. You don't need this pick. They don't need the 6th pick in the draft. Trade it and try and get somebody in. Now, the best option has already gone because Drew Holiday's gone to the Milwaukee Bucks. But the best option was probably like try and bring in Drew Holiday to partner like a great defender with Trae Young. But obviously that's the door's closed to that now. So Owen, what other options are there?
There's not many. You know what? Buddy Hield is it, but you want someone who can provide some defense. And the only one that I can think of is Oladipo. And a report came out saying he's got no trade value, so you wouldn't trade the number 6 pick for him. So there's not really many fits. I can't see anything happening.
Yeah, so like it's an awkward pick, but do you think Okongwu is a good option or no?
I don't really like the pick because of Capella, but there's already been reports of the Hawks looking to trade Capella, which is
Great
wild
idea.
because he hasn't played for him yet. But like, if they take Okongwu, then they'll have no problem trading Capella to. I know Boston needs a center.
Get Hayward.
No, they would have to take him on.
Yeah,
They would have to
that's
take
the
him
only
on.
option. That's the only option. Unless they decide,
Yeah.
we're going to trade Jaylen Brown.
Well, this article says the Wizards. I mean, if the Wizards are in the win-now mode, they need a center badly. So Capella could go there.
I mean,
I don't
if
know
the
what
Wizards
you get
keep
with him.
Bradley Beal, John Wall, and Davis Bertans around, then they are in a win now mode.
Mood.
Both. So yeah,
Both.
that could be a deal that they would like.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's a strange pick, but it's one of those which you need to maintain like the long view because it could eventually work out.
it's kind of just like hands, no thumbs up. Yeah.
This is what I was thinking. It's just But like if it works out, then 2 thumbs up.
Bing bong, the bongs are back.
Oh,
Adam Silver's back on stage. And with the 7th pick of the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons allegedly take Tyrese Halliburton. So yeah, we're two big fans of Tyrese Halliburton, and
Yep.
we both probably have him going higher than 7 because teams need point guards, and he's probably the best option.
Mhm.
And the Pistons, I don't like it.
I was about to say that.
You told me the other day they don't want to trade D-Rose. If they trade D-Rose, then yeah, bring in Halliburton. Go for it. But if you're keeping D-Rose, don't put Halliburton on the bench.
D Rose is the 6th man, isn't he?
Who starts point guard for them then?
They had who's their point guard? I know Bruce Brown was their point guard for a while.
Oh God, disband the organization. Disband. That's 3 teams now they need to disband. Disband the organization. Yeah, I don't like that pick because they want to keep D-Rose. Yeah,
I just don't like the fit. I'm not a fan of the fit. I think Halliburton will be best utilized with another ball handler, like in Atlanta with Trae Young. Now, if you're asking him to come into the NBA team and instantly run the team, I think you might struggle, especially with Detroit where they have no talent apart from Kennard. I think there's many better landing spots for him.
But you do forget that they've just brought in Musa, whatever his name is, from the Nets. A shooter.
That's a good picture. Shooter who airballs every single shot.
Shooter. So have fun, Detroit. It's 2 thumbs down from us. Bleacher Report.
Yeah, just for Halliburton's sake.
Just for Halliburton. But who is the best pick then? Who would you go for?
Probably Halliburton.
You just said it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. But it's Detroit. You may as well take best player available. But if I'm Halliburton, I will refuse. I'm not going to Detroit.
Just they're like, come on stage, Tyrese, and he's there going,
No,
I'm not. I'm staying here. Oh, that'd be great. That's worth staying up for. So the Knicks have the 8th pick, and the Bleacher Report have them taking Devin Vassell, and so do I. In my mock draft, I have them taking Devin Vassell.
I don't.
Wow, beef. But yeah, you're looking at the Knicks team, and just don't take a power forward. Just don't take another power forward.
Yeah. I mean, they could do with a power forward because all of their current power forwards are crap.
They are, but they've got loads of them.
But all they need is really a point guard and a small forward and a power forward.
Yeah,
they got Barrett and Robinson, but they're set. So yeah, Vassell, Okoro, Kyra Lewis, Killian Hayes, any other point guard who's left on the board would all be a pretty decent fits.
Yeah, I think I was going Vassell over Okoro because like Vassell's got the potential to do more.
Yeah,
Okoro's a good defender. Vassell can defend and do a bit more as well.
But I think I said on the last one where I want the Knicks to like have a culture, have some sort of identity. I think Okoro has a much better chance of giving the Knicks like an identity, someone who will try every single defensive possession. Where I know that Vassell's a good defender, but he's not like a core of his level of like aggressiveness.
You want to turn the Knicks into the bad boy Pistons,
The Miami Heat,
because you can't get away with bad boy Pistons these days.
just no, it all gets suspended.
Yeah. So thumbs up pick from me. Well done, Bleacher Report.
Yeah. But did you see the report with the Knicks, where I'm pretty sure the new general manager, let me see if I can find it, they love Obi Toppin. Here's a report. They're leaning towards picking Obi Toppin.
Well, muddied. Absolutely disband the organization. That's 4 teams now on the list. So the 9th pick is the Wizards, and like we said about the Wizards, they could be, if they keep their players in a win now mentality, and the Bleacher Report have them taking Isaac Okoro.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know, because they have that guy,
Troy Brown.
Yeah, they have Troy Brown.
Yeah, but the Wizards were the worst defensive team in the league last season, and with this pick, they get the best defender in all of college. One of the best, maybe not the best, but very good defender. Although, yeah, I don't think they really need. It's not like a big need small forward. I think center is a much bigger need. But if Okongwu and Wiseman are both off the board, I think this is probably the next best option.
Yeah, or like we said, trading the pick and trying finding a center. But also, there's quite a few decent centers in free agency that they could pick up to do the job that they would require.
I don't know if they got much money though.
That's a problem. Because
maybe they could swing a deal for a Steven Adams, since he's available.
Yeah, give us Bradley Beal. Accepted it. Deal for Adams, straight switch, and give us the pick as well. Thank you very much. Thank you. No bias here. No bias.
That's 2 thumbs up.
I'll hide the number. Definitely isn't a Westbrook jersey. Yeah. So pick wise, 2 thumbs up. Yeah. If the Wizards seems a nice team if they keep Beal, Wall, and Bertans about.
I mean, we don't know what Wall is going to do, because Achilles injuries are like so devastating. You never know how he's going to come back. But if he's like 75% of what he was before, that's still good. That's pretty good.
And the 10th pick, the Phoenix Suns take Aaron Nesmith. This is probably the first kind of big yikes pick, because I don't know where did I have him in my mock draft. Late first. He's not He's not a lottery player.
He is projected it. I think the Spurs have been linked with him a couple of times. Like, if he like goes as high as 10, I wouldn't be like, whoa, that's way too high. But like, I don't like the fit. Like, do you remember last year with Cam Johnson with the Suns?
Yeah.
So he was like late first, early second, and they took him 11th or something. That was a big yikes. But like, this is still in his range. Like, the Suns don't need another shooter who can't defend. Like, that Devin Booker is that, Darius Saric is that, Cam Johnson is that. All of their point guards is that, apart from Chris Paul now, by the way. Fantastic trade. But Nesmith just doesn't fit on the team.
Yeah, that's very true. The also thing, I had Nesmith going to the Lakers, I quite like that fit.
Yeah, you at 28, yeah, he wasn't going to last that long.
Yeah,
He'll be off the board by 20.
Well, that's the OKC pick now anyway, so...
But he shot 52% from 3 last season, and everyone is like thinking, oh, he's some sort of elite shooter. If you go back to his first season in college, he shot like 33%. So he's not. People think he's going to come into the league and be one of the best shooters straight away. It's not going to happen. He's going to struggle. He'll probably be like in the mid-30s. And he only played 40 games, so I think he just had a very good start of the season. And he didn't get to show his true shooting potential because he was injured.
On my mock draft, I currently have Killian Hayes going to the Suns.
Yeah, I hope they get a point guard just so Chris Paul can like nurture him and grow him into being the eventual replacement.
Yeah, that's probably the best option, because what a lovely trade that was. Thank you, Suns. You probably gave up a bit too much. Probably gave up a little bit too much.
It was a win-win. It was a win-win.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the trade. I'm going to very much enjoy Kelly Oubre. Thank you.
But are you going to miss Abdel Nader?
Depends how well Kelly Oubre does. But yeah, maybe. I like Nader. But Nader's not like... He's not... Like, somebody on the Reddit subreddit said it really well. They said they're gonna miss the Terminator, but
So
he didn't like. He wasn't like. He'd have one game where I think he had one game where he put up like 18 points and we were all dancing, but it was against like the Washington Wizards. He had like when we had PG, he'd come off the bench and I'd have glimpses of a PG like player where PG would have the ball in like the wing position and cut inside and like lay up. He would do that. It was like he was kind of imitating Paul
a
George.
lot of players do that.
Yeah, but because it was like we had them both on the same team, and I hadn't seen Nader do that before Paul George turned up. It seemed like just the way he like was trying to play was kind of Paul George-esque, and then Paul George left, and now Nader's gone. So I wish him all the best. I hope he gets some minutes because he's good enough to put points up. So I just want to see him get minutes, and he's not going to get minutes at OKC this season, even with the whole tank, and especially now. Like even if he didn't go in that trade and bring in Kelly Oubre, he wasn't going to play. So I'm happy for him. But yeah, we'll probably do a video on some of the trades that are happening. So keep an eye out for that one. So all in all, big L for a trade. He won't go in the lottery, or maybe, but
Probably.
But not to Phoenix. So the 11th pick goes to the Spurs. You were saying that they should take Neesmith, or they want to take Neesmith.
Yeah,
the Bleacher Report have them taking Patrick Williams. What do you think, Owen?
Well, the Spurs, it seems like they've blown her up. I saw Patty Mills was linked with Philly, DeRozan linked with the Lakers, LaMarcus was linked with the Warriors. So it seems like they're trying to blow her up. Because of that, I think anyone should be on the table. Just take the best player. And if they think that best player is Patrick Williams, then go for it.
Yeah, they're in like the sort of Pistons and like Wizards.
I wouldn't say they're that bad.
No, just take best.
Yeah, okay.
So that sort of thing. But if they were keeping this team, I would say go for a quarter if you're still there.
Yeah.
Because good defender, and I mean they've got enough like good point getting guards. So I like a quarter. Bring him in. Yeah. Patrick Williams. I've not actually seen too much of him. He's kind of been somebody who's kind of slid under my radar. So I don't know much about him.
He's nothing special. He does a lot of things good, but I think the main draw for him is his potential. I saw some people saying he could be the next Kawhi, which nah. But you never know.
You know, that's the joy of this draft and many drafts. Most players, you don't know. They could just explode and become incredible.
Maybe. Yeah.
Or they could be Obi Toppin. Could be Obi Toppin. Well, moving over to the 12th pick, and it's the Sacramento Kings, and the Bleacher Report have Killian Hayes going there. I mean, does Sacramento need another point guard?
Probably not. They need every position apart from a point guard, so a bit of a weird one. But maybe they're sort of preparing for De'Aaron Fox to when he inevitably demands a trade. It's going to happen eventually. Probably. So maybe they're sort of preparing for the future in a way.
It's a weird one. Obviously, I've got Hayes going a bit before that, and like you said, a shooting guard is or just anything. But Josh Green was somebody that I thought they probably could take. Quite like him. Decent
or Sadiq Bey.
Or Sadiq Bey. Oh, I'm a very big fan of Sadiq Bey for reasons that I'm not even quite sure of. From what I've seen, I'm a fan. But yeah,
I think Obi Toppin could be a bad fit, but I think he could be an option from at 12.
Well, yeah, anybody's an option.
Yeah, they should take anyone apart from a point guard.
So that is a fat 2 thumbs down from me and from Owen. 4 thumbs down for you, Bleacher Report.
He's still a decent player. If he's there at 12, then if their motto is to take the best player available, then Hayes will be that best player. So, yeah, he probably will be a bust if he goes to Sacramento like every other player they pick.
And the 13th pick is the New Orleans Pelicans, and Bleacher Report have Sadiq Bey going there. This is another team that don't really need the pick. But now Drew Holiday's gone. Do they bring in a shooting guard?
Well, they're a team that they have no like great players. They don't really have any needs.
That
Like
was
they
very
got a
offensive to
decent.
Brandon Ingram.
I mean, he can't defend, so yeah,
Fair enough.
I don't think. But like they got Lonzo point guard. He's good enough. Shooting guard, each one more. JJ Redick, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Josh Hart. Small forward Brandon Ingram, power forward Zion, and then center. They could bring back Derek Favors, but they still got Jackson Hayes. It's like, what's their need? Like, unless maybe a point guard, because I've seen reports that they don't really think Lonzo is the future, which is like fair enough because I don't think he's either. But yeah, they don't have like any glaring needs like every other team in the draft.
Yeah, no, it's one of those weird picks where they could do so much, but the Drew Holiday trade makes the pick more interesting.
Maybe defense, because if you start in JJ Redick and Ingram and Zion together, there's no defense to this. So maybe that's why they chose Sadiq Bey in this mock draft.
Well, Sadiq Bey will bring you defense and a 3-point shot. So it's kind of
I would give it a 1.
1.5 thumbs from me. Because I would like Sadiq Bey to fall at OKC, but not going to happen unless we trade up. When we trade Steven Adams and Rubio and Danny Green, please give me a good pick. And with the final pick in the lottery, it's the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics, who are probably have the highest potential in the current NBA and will definitely win a championship in the next few years. And the Bleacher Report have them taking Precious Achiuwa.
Mm-hmm.
I said it right. Brilliant. Center is the position that Boston need. And
he can play center.
Yeah, you can play center, you can play power forward. They've got like power forward, obviously taking place power forward. They've got the Williams boys, Grant and Robert. Grant's power forward. Robert can play kind of both. And yeah, they kind of need a center. I feel like if they bring in Achiuwa, he's gonna kind of be the same as like a Robert and a Grant. They're just gonna kind of stack these bunch of players, but like I completely forgot their name. The Hawks have with like all the young guards they have with all the young core they have. I feel like Boston would be stockpiling young power forwards.
But why shouldn't they? Because they've got Kemba, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, and Tatum. So they're sorted in terms of scoring. All they need is just one of these power forwards and centers to hit for them to really be an elite team. Grant Williams is really decent. Achiuwa would be fantastic. And I know Boston, they're sort of obsessed with small ball. They love playing small ball. And Achiuwa would be perfect for their center. So I kind of like this pick, but like, as a Philly fan, I hate this pick. But like, I know it's such a good fit though. Like, I do like this pick.
Yeah. I won't say it's like a bad thing. It's probably the option that they will take and should take. It's just interesting looking at their team. I mean, they could trade the pick for a win now center. Drummond sign and trade.
Oh yeah, Embiid always bullies him, so yeah, I'm fine with
that. Yeah, that's that. So overall, good job from the Bleacher Report.
It's solid, yeah. I'd give it 1.5 star.
1.5 thumbs. Well done, Bleacher Report. But so going through all those players, are there any players that Bleacher Report didn't put in the lottery that you think will fall into the lottery?
Well, there's one obvious one. You probably already know, Kyra Lewis.
Never.
in my mock draft, I have him going 8 for the Knicks. Maybe I'm just too high on him, but he's such a good player.
Yeah,
I would take him over Melo. Like, I'm being honest. No. Yeah, I would take him over.
It's all like personal opinion. Like, you could watch somebody's highlights and be like the same way where I've got Okongwu finishing like I've got Okongwu ahead of Wiseman for a pick for Golden State. It's like it's all just personal opinion on what you would rather see on that team or what you think is going to work better. So yeah, but from what I've seen from Lewis, seems like a good point guard. And that's the Bleacher Report's mock draft review done. Thanks for watching. We will be doing a video about the winners and losers of the draft. The draft is tomorrow. Hopefully I get this out tonight. Or the draft's either tonight or tomorrow night if you live in the UK. And yeah, it should be fun. Can't wait to stay up till 3 a.m. again. Missed those nights. I've missed the basketball nights. So thanks for watching. Hope you had a great time. Any final words, Owen, before I press stop record?
Don't draft Toppin. That's my
Cheerio.
words.
Cheerio.